Chuck here again. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit, let you guys get to know me. Figured I'd do 10 facts about me that you may not know. So to start things off, I am a huge movie buff. I have been into movies pretty much since I was about 7 years old, and my favorite film so far is The Breakfast Club. By far, nothing has been able to surpass it. It's a classic, what can I say? Fact number 2. So everybody has a favorite meal, favorite recipe that they love to cook. Mine happens to be chicken parmesan, and here's why. No matter when I cook it, everyone seems to love it. It's my specialty. I love preparing it. It is the one thing I could eat 1,000 times over. But there's another reason why I love chicken parmesan, and here's why. Roughly about 20 years ago, I ended up getting a puppy. His name was Brutus, and he was the greatest little dog I have had. Besides our new dog, I must say, because she's amazing. But when we got Brutus, he was very timid, very scared, and unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he might have been abused, and he was scared to death of anyone. Anyone got close to him, he'd and snap at them. But my parents were actually making chicken parmesan, and so we took a piece out, and he loved it. It was the greatest thing, and it really, for whatever reason, opened him up, and he became my partner in crime. It was him and I versus the world. We were the best of friends, and unfortunately, he did pass about 4 years ago or so. But chicken parmesan will always be my favorite thing to make because it always reminds me of my buddy Brutus. Fact number 3. So everyone has a favorite car. I've had a couple over the years, but I think my favorite car has to be the Stingray Corvette. And I fell in love with it when I saw the movie Rush Hour, and Chris Tucker pulls up in it, and I was like, that's my dream car right there. I love it. Fact number 4. So my favorite song is actually from my favorite movie, Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds, which ironically is not my favorite band. My favorite band is Aerosmith. Fact number 5. So we're going to talk about jobs for a minute. So I used to actually work for the ARC of Atlantic County, and I loved what I did. But over the years, I was able to kind of shift more so I can work on a one-on-one basis in home health care. So fact number 6. Not only am I a son, a brother, a nephew, an uncle, and a husband, I also happen to be a father to 10 feathery, furry, and scaly children. Altogether, we have 6 cats, 1 dog, 2 birds, and a bearded dragon. Not to mention a 30-gallon fish tank. We got a full house. Now, fact number 7. As many of you out there are probably the same, I happen to be a gamer. My favorite game, no holds bar, is definitely the Legend of Zelda series. Love every single one of them, including this Philips CDI, which a lot of you are going to argue with me that they're not really part of the series. They totally are. It's Link, get over it. Just saying. Legend of Zelda is my favorite series, but I am also into so many other games, the Lego series games, Mario Brothers, Smash Brothers. I've played everything from Nintendo to Xbox and a few PlayStation as well. Fact number 8. My wife loves Butch Walker. Now, you're sitting there thinking, Chuck, hold on a second. Isn't this a fact about your wife? This is actually not a fact about her. Because when we first started dating, she told me about Butch Walker. And I said, oh, this guy again. She's like, what? What's wrong with Butch Walker? And I said, well, I used to work with a couple people, and all they ever talked about was Butch Walker this and Butch Walker that. And I'm like, I've never, ever listened to Butch Walker. I have no clue who this guy is, but whatever. And as we're driving along in my PT Cruiser, a song plays on the CD player. And I'm like, I love this song. This is such a great song. Freak of the Week by Marvelous 3. And I'm belting the song out at the top of my voice, and she's sitting there staring at me, and I'm like, what? What's wrong? And she goes, this is Butch Walker! I'm like, no, this is Marvelous 3. Butch Walker is the lead singer of Marvelous 3! So that is how I got my education on the fact that I know who Butch Walker is, and I like Butch Walker, which I never knew until that moment. Now, for those of you out there keeping track, this is fact number 9. Most of my life, I have struggled with weight loss. I've always been on the heavier side, and it's something I've always wanted to try and work at. Over the last few years, I started doing Herbalife, which is a supplement, so to speak. You have 2 shakes a day, which I'll admit, I've only been doing 1 shake a day. But that has actually really helped with my weight loss. So I'll just put it out there. I used to be 280 pounds, and doing the Herbalife, I actually dropped down to about 255-ish. Over the last year or so, I've really been pushing, and I've gotten myself down to 245. But doing this, well, not this, but going out, picking up trash and litter, this has actually been a great exercise program for me. And if you're prepared for this, I've actually lost 15 pounds since starting this. So I love it. This has been a great opportunity for me, and it's definitely made me feel a lot more confident, which is awesome. All right, everyone. Fact number 10. I don't even think my wife knows about this. I love Lego. Everything about Lego, it's, for whatever reason, putting them together, I find very calming. I love how everything just fits together perfectly, and when you're done, you start with this little box of bricks, and you end up with something that looks amazing. I've collected everything from, Lego Harry Potter, Lego Star Wars, Lego Ghostbusters, not to mention just regular sets themselves, which some of them are really intricate and really detailed and really awesome. But I've gone as far as to actually make my own Lego minifigure. I started this in a video game, Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2, and I thought, this is really cool. I have to make it physically so I can put it with my sets, and I think it's amazing. But I didn't stop there. So I actually did also make a Lego Kathy with power wheelchair and everything. So this is just something that I love. Is it a little, childish? Maybe. But hey, I'm a big kid at heart. And you know what? In the end, you do what makes you happy. This makes me happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me. I will be posting more videos. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy what you've seen. One last thing. Stay tuned for bloopers! Another reason why I love chicken parm so much. So, going back probably about close to 30 years ago, another reason why I love chicken parmesan, and that's because roughly about 19 years ago,
I love you.
Just, it's a great feeling for me personally. But I've collected everything from Lego Marvel to Lego Harry Potter and just regular Lego sets in